Senator Alan.
Madam Chair, magandang hapon po sa atin lahat. Madam Chair, may I start with a short manifestation that even those who are critics of the MILF and the BBL are for peace. The question here, katarungan, justice, number 2, whether or not the MILF are trustworthy partners in peace. Kaya nga tayo nag-iimbestiga ngayon problema, Madam Chair, parating sumisentro ang usapan sa coordination o hindi coordination. Kaya nangyari to, no? And yesterday, the Justice Secretary mentioned to us that pag tinignan po natin yung joint communique at saka yung rules, sa unang tingin, ma'am, correct me if I'm wrong, sa unang tingin, klaro naman, the general rule, 24-hour notice, the exception, high priority target. But the Justice Secretary added that if there's any doubt, let's talk to the framers o yung original na pumirma. Well, the former OPAP Secretary Duresa, already came out and said that he checked his notes. And precisely, operations like Marwan, getting terrorists like Marwan, dictate that you have no coordination. Kasi kung hindi, makakawala. However, he had a postscript in his statement that Professor Ferrer called him to inform him that during their time, nagbago at ang instructions sa PNP-AFP ay kailangan. I will let her clarify that later. But for the purposes of my questions and interpellations, Madam Chair, I'd like to put that on the record, no? That not only was that the original interpretation, excuse my language, no, but I think it will be idiotic to believe that you have to inform the other side if you think he's cuddling a terrorist. So, para mo nang sinabing, sige, pabayaan mo na terorista dyan, pipistoks tayo. In the meantime, binobomba ang LRT, binobomba mga mall, binobomba mga bus. That's not the purpose of the peace talks and the cessation of hostilities. Having said that, ma'am, I'll go straight to my questions. Can I start with Chairman Iqbal? Assalamualaikum, Chairman Iqbal. Kanina po, I heard you say that yung nag-upload ng video is a criminal.
So how do I describe it?
What crime
For what purpose?
Sir, what crime did he violate?
Well, spreading darkness.
That is not a crime.
Well,
Sir, the video, if it was the truth, is that darkness or is that spreading the truth?
but that is creating intrigues, creating outrages.
Sir, if the truth creates intrigues, it is because it is the truth. If it is a falsity, kung ang video po ay peke, crime po yun. Pero kung totoo po yun, duty ng isang citizen na i-inform lahat. Sa lahat sa buong mundo po, meron pong framework for peace and framework po. First, inform of the heinous crimes. Second, investigate. Third, prosecute. And fourth, negotiate. And only negotiate after the first three. So kung totoo pong nangyari yon, sasabihin nyo, criminal po yung nag-upload. Then how can you say that the BBL and the MILF is ready for democracy kung tatawagin yung kriminal ang kahit sino mag-upload ng laban sa iyong paniniwala?
Your Honor, would you allow me to ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
So, authorized ba yung dalawa na yun na i-upload yung...
Yes, sir. Under the Philippine Constitution, freedom of speech, anyone can be a journalist in the internet. Kung ako po, sir, may ginulpi dito, and it causes shame to the Senate, anyone can upload na si Alang Cayetano may ginulpi dito.
Even if the impact is creating intrigues among people?
Yes, for as long as
emotions?
Yes, sir. Especially if it's the truth. Yung hindi mo kontrolado yung emotion ng tao. So, sir, what's the difference kung Channel 2 or Channel 7 ang nakakuha nun at pinalabas nila sa news? Right now with the internet, everyone can upload it. Anyone can be a journalist. In fact, there's a group, they're called Ninja. They're independent journalists. They join the rallies, they join the raids. May camera sila na naka-attach and they report real time. So if you're saying that the tape is a fake, edi tawagin mo silang kriminal. Pero kung totoo at hindi mo nga alam kung totoo, ipakita to. So kung sa Bangsamoro po, magkakaroon ng ganon, tapos may mag-expose, ikukulong nyo?
Well, this is my personal belief that that kind of uploading of that weird images is not in good.
Sir,
Is not in good
Sir,
taste.
the weird images is bad if it is false. But if it's actual footage na nangyari talaga, it is news. So that's why the question is, are you ready for democracy? Because in a democracy, you have to deal with things like this.
Well, but democracy is not absolute freedom. There has to be limitation.
Yes, but in the Philippine Constitution, which you said you will swear allegiance to once na pumasa ang BBL, there is freedom of speech. There is no law. The anti-cybercrime law bans a lot of things: pornography, child pornography, interception of data, release of secure data, etc. But to footage of an actual crime only if yung nag-upload yung siya din yung gumawa.
Your Honor, bakit itinigil ito sa Senado? Ipakita ko. Maganda yung video na yan. Pinatigil po rito. Kaya, gory images.
Pinatigil dito po because of the census.
That's my point.
Sir, pinakita po sa Channel 7. So, criminal ang Channel 7?
Well, I'm not saying that.
Pinakita po ng Channel 7, sir. So, kung ang BBL, ang Channel 7, papasara ng BBL kung meron na kayong sariling lugar?
So, anyway, I will not prolong this discussion
Okay,
with
sir.
you. Your Honor, anyway, I am facing the honorable members of the Senate. It's up for them really to weigh the situation,
Well,
whether
sir,
it is good to show that kind of gory images in YouTube or in any other medium.
Sir, let me teach you or impart to you what was taught to me as a political science student. In a democracy, you might hate what someone says or shows, but you will fight to the death. You will give your own life that he will be able to say it. In a democracy, madalas po, makikita, sasabihin mo ayaw. Ako, marami ako napapanood sa media na ayaw ko. Pero they have the right to say it and you're calling them a criminal. So we're worried, concerned kami na pag nagkaroon ng BBL, baka hindi kayo sumunod sa konstitusyon ng ating bansa.
One more, Your Honor. Would I be permitted to request the DOJ to really to share maybe a personal opinion? Or
We'll go back to that later, Madam, no? But I'm just testing your commitment to democracy. Of course, you're getting help from Chairman Ferrer there. That's why mamaya tatanungin ko rin sila. But let me ask the next question.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
just to Senator Cayetano, just one intervention. The words that you mentioned are of Voltaire.
Yes, of course. Sorry, sir. That was taught to me. But one thing that was not taught to me in college is how to memorize and who. So, thank you, Secretary Voltaire. No? Chairman Iqbal, yung pong mga baril na sinole, binayaran ho ba yon or kusang sinole?
Hindi ho, binayaran nyo. Usang sinuli.
Kusang sinole. Sir, bakit po kapag ka PNP ang hindi nag-coordinate o AFP, death penalty ang inaabot nila? Samantalang kapag ka membro nyo ang hindi sumunod, they get a, pinapagalitan lang, tinatanggal lang sa pagka-membro nyo. I mean, umbrakato when the MOA AD was, nung nagka-TRO, ay nanunog ng isang whole village. After the MOA AD was declared unconstitutional, napakarami, I think 150,000 were affected dahil sumugod ang MILF all over. Bakit hindi death penalty ang binigay ng MILF sa mga lost command? But bakit po pagdating po sa military o police, pagka pumasok sa loob ng lugar nyo, ang sagot nyo lang parate, no coordination?
I do not want to revive old ones. Oh. Kasi sa akin, in January 25, dapat, masarado na po para we have to move forward in a more constructive way, in a more affirmative way. But I repeat, just for the sake of answering your question, the January 25 incident, to me, was a missing counter. That's my view. And it was very tragic incident because I would still believe that the PNP SAP did not have the slightest intention really to fight the MILF. On the part of the MILF, we do not have the slight intention really to fight the PNP staff commandos.
No, pero
Because,
sir, ang tanong
please
ko
let
sir,
me
hindi
finish.
ganun.
Please let me
Okay, go ahead,
finish.
sir.
Let me finish. And then, as we have been saying, that since 2010, 2011, wala na pong inkwentro. Maliban lang doon sa January 25. So, ibig sabihin ito, with my respect to all the generals here and the PNP officials, ipalagay natin yung inkwentro na yun. Alam naman natin ang batas ng gera eh. Sa batas ng gera, kung sino mamamatay, casualties yun. Kung alin man ng armas na makuha, war booty yun. Hindi ho ba?
Okay. Sir, that wasn't my question, but since you mentioned that, number one, ang sinasabi ko, basta't pumasok sa lugar nyo at hindi sumunod sa inyo, pagka militar o polis, patay. Pero pag membro nyo ang hindi sumunod sa inyo, slap on the wrist. Okay. Number two, walang enkwentro sa MILF, pero in the meantime, gumawa kayo ng gawaan ng armas, nagparami kayo ng kampo, nagre-recruit kayo, and then ang BIFF, na parang sa akin BFF, Best Friends Forever ng MILF, ay kakatabi nyo ng kampo, palaki ng palaki, sila may enkwentro sa gobyerno. So, but that wasn't my question. My question is, under the Philippine Constitution, may equal protection of the law. So, ang gusto ko i-test kasi dito, kung kayo ang magiging mamumuno ng BBL, I want to see kung iba ang batas nyo sa hindi taga-BBL at kung pareho ang batas dito sa Pilipinas. Kasi parang ngayon, basta't militar o polis, patay. Pero kapag tao nyo, kahit nanunog ng mga villages, etc., sasabihin nyo lang, we expel them from the group. I mean, even the CPP and NPA, pagka mali yung tao nila, meron din silang death penalty, may tribunal sila. Bakit po sa inyo, kahit anong gawin ng tao nyo, okay lang?
Pwede ho ba hindi masinggan yung question? Kasi mahirap po sundan yung napakaraming tanong na sunod-sunod.
Well, because iba ho sagot nyo kanina eh. So, ang tanong lang ho, bakit po pag militar o police, death sentence?
Kaya nga
no
ho, kailangan ng coordination. Kasi sabi ko nga pa ulit-ulit, yung problema rito walang coordination.
So, kung walang coordination ho, death sentence?
Hindi naman ganun ho.
Pero
Pero kailangan sundin natin ang proseso. We
Okay.
are in a civilized country and we have to follow and oblige ourselves to follow what has been agreed by both parties.
Sir, ina-admit nyo ba na nakasampung operation na laban kay Marwan?
I'm not privy to that.
Okay. And i-admit nyo ho ba, pagka kino-coordinate sa inyo, nakakatakas ho si Marwan?
I think the implication is
Okay.
not good. Because,
Sir,
you know.
Gaano kalayo,
No,
sir?
please let me finish. Alam po ninyo, dito sa peace process natin, kasama dyan ang ceasefire, kasama dyan yung TOR ng ADIAG, kailangan po dito mutual trust. Nakikita natin na yung pag-usap ng gobyerno at MILF sa panahon ni President Aquino, umusad masyado kasi yung trust and confidence between the two parties napakalalim po at napakalaki. Kaya inabot po natin ito. At saka dahil po sa trust and confidence ng Armed Forces of the Philippines, kasama na rin dyan, yung PNP at saka yung MILF, wala pong inkwentro. Pero nagkataon, walang coordination, gano'n na
Wala
lang
nga,
yan.
sir, enkwentro sa inyo. But si Marwan at si Usman, daan-daan ang pinatay sa mga bomba at pirming dun sa mga lugar nyo nagtatago. Kung ikaw ay isang terorista na may 5 milyon sa ulo mo, dolyares ha, hindi pesos, magtatago ka lang dun sa feeling mo na safe ka.
Wala ko sa amin si
So,
Marwan. Wala ko
okay.
sa amin si Marwan.
Gaano
Never
kalayo
cuddle.
po, gaano po kalayo yung bahay ni Marwan sa bahay ho ni Usman?
Dito nga sa Manila, yung sa tabing bahay, nandun ang criminal, hindi rin makita. Yung pasak kaya sa amin.
Well, that's
kasi
not my question anymore,
No,
sir.
I'm answering it in an analogy. In an analogy.
Sinabi na ni Mayor dito, Empatuan nakahiwalay ang MILF at yung bahay niya 500 half a kilometer from your base camp, no, from the community ng MILF. Dito po sa ADIAG, hindi po nakalagay dito base, ang nakalagay community, kasama community. Sir, ang tanong ko, gaano kalayo yung bahay ni Usman?
Alam mo, kahit na malapit. Pero sa rural areas, may mga, may mga creek, mayroon dyan mga swampy areas.
Gaano kalapit po sa mosque?
Hindi ko alam po.
Sir, gaano kalapit sa mosque?
I'm not aware of that.
Is it true because there's one media personality who went there, Rafi Tima, no? And he was saying it's 100 meters away from a mosque?
That's the reason, Your Honor, that
So-
we
so
are
if
asking
yung-
for an independent investigating team. So
Okay.
that all
So
these
kung ang
things will-
MILF, sabay-sabay sumasamba doon, 100 meters away from yung bahay, hindi nila sinesecure yung area. Pero ang police, ang militar, 1 kilometer away, kita na, bakbakan na. Pero yung nakatira sa inyo doon ng 1 taon, na malapit lang sa inyo, etc., So sir, hindi mo ba nakita yung logic ni General Napeñas na hindi sila pwede mag-coordinate kasi makakawala? Eh paano namin sasagutin yung mga taga Davao na binobomba? Yung mga taga Zamboanga na binobomba? Di ba? Kasi tuloy-tuloy ang ginagawa ni Usman at Marwan eh. Yung may connection din sila sa Abu Sayyaf, try tumakas ang Abu Sayyaf. So kung hindi gagawin ni General Napeñas at kung hindi na namatay yung, kung hindi pumasok yung 44 na yan, hanggang ngayon nagtre-train pa si Marwan.
Alam mo, yung nature ng crime ni Marwan, hindi mo yung magtiwala sa civilian. At saka doon sa mga areas na yan, sabi, ang tawag sa kanya MADS. Sa ibang lugar, ang tawag sa kanya Hulago. At sa alam natin na si Marwan 3 asawa.
Anyway, sir, I won't prolong that. But sariling email ng magkapatid, no? Si Marwan at kapatid niya na nagpapadala ng pera sa kanya, ang sinabi niya, MILF commanders ang pumoprotekta sa kanya. Sarili niyang email yon. Chairman Iqbal, nasoli na yung mga barel. Yung radyo po, nasoli na.
Unahin muna natin yung email. Alam po, I cannot comment on the emails of Marwan and the brother kasi ako po, hindi ko tinitingnan yung emails ng ibang tao.
Well, it was presented in US court at nandun yung dalawang email and anyway, on the record yan. No? So, how about yung radyo, yung night goggles or night vision binoculars, at saka yung mga personal na belongings ng...
Last March 18, tinrabaho po ng MILF na kahit papaano masakit sa loob namin, sakit sa loob ng mga combatants namin, namatayan din kami. Mayroon pang 4 na civilian, 4 na combatant namin pinatay na tutulog sa moske. Mayroon pang isang bata, masakit lahat po yon. So sinikap po namin in the name of reconciliation, in the name of goodwill, na may soli po yung 16 and 1/2 na firearms.
Sir, we're sorry that people died, no? But if we got any of your belongings, agad-agad namin sosoli. Ang sinasabi nyo kasi, you're asking us to give you your own autonomous region, 79 billion pesos. You're asking us to trust you. And then cellphone, pitaka, mga personal na gamit nung para lang naman yung pamilya. Sabi nyo kanina, lubusan kayo nakikiramay. Ano ba naman yung kausapin yung mga tao dyan sabihin nyo? If you want peace, give that back.
Alam po ninyo, yung damdamin ng tao, mahirap po yan. Dapat po intindihin natin ang dami ng tao. Siguro, materialis, madaling isole. Pero yung damdamin ng tao, kailangan intindihin mo
So
yan.
kung ngayon pa lang, sir, ganyan, paano pa kung magkaroon kayo ng BBL? So ganyan ang magiging trato nyo sa amin and the rest of the Philippines, the rest of Mindanao?
Hindi naman ganoon.
Bakit ngayon pa lang ho? Nangliligaw pa lang ngayon.
Sinisikap nga namin. Sinisikap nga namin. Pero hindi madali. Hindi madali. Sabi ko nga kanina, we exerted so much political capital na maisauli yung armas na yan.
Sir, sino si Sacalao Boy Moro Jafar?
Hindi ko alam.
Hindi ba kapatid to ni Judge Jalani Jafar, ang inyong vice chairman?
Hindi, wala ho kami Judge Jalani Jafar na vice chairman.
How do you spell po? G-A-D-J-A-L-I Jafar.
I don't know any.
Don't you have a vice chairman for political affairs?
Ghazali Jafar is not Judge Jalani.
Sorry, sir. My mistake because I'm not familiar with the name. But spinel ko na ho. So, can we show the picture? Kasi pinakita na to ni Senator Drilon kanina. Not that. Yung pictures. Yan yung bagong kampo sa Sulu, na wala naman before the peace talks. Ang magkasama, MIL Representative Cesar Alil, si Sacalao Boy Moro Jafar, half-brother ng chairman. So do you confirm that now you have a camp in Sulu?
We have a camp in Sulu, but not that one.
Okay, and since when ho yung kampo nyo doon?
Hindi ko matatandaan.
But you would confirm, sir, that this was after 2010?
I don't know. This one?
No, yung kampo nyo ngayon.
Even more than that. Ahead of that.
Ahead of 2010?
Matagal na po yun.
Wala kayong kampo dati ho sa...
Hindi, meron.
Meron. Next slide, please. Ito po, may mga members ng Abu Sayyaf who are in the same area. Next slide.
Alam po ninyo, can I comment first?
Okay,
Can
go
I
ahead.
comment first? Alam po niyo, itong litrato na ito, pinakita sa House of Representatives. Pinakita po ni Governor sa Kortan. Pero walang mga label. Ngayon may label na, may nilalagay pa diyan na Abu Sayyaf. I am not saying that this is done here.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that this picture was shown in the House of Representatives during that congressional hearing.
Anyway, ma'am, that's why I'm showing it, because I am appalled, and I'm out of time, so I'll just make these manifestations, but I'm appalled because kanina nung tinanong ni Senator Drilon, ang ating Senate President, si Chairman Ferrer, ang sinabi niya at kino-ordinate kagad to sa MILF. Tama po ba? Mali? Secretary Deles, you're shaking your head.
Mali ho. Ang una ho, binigay ko sa panel.
Sa panel?
And the panel worked with
The panel, together with the MILF?
No, with the West Mindanao Command ho.
Oh, so hindi, sa militar nyo binigay?
Oo.
Pero binigyan nyo rin ng MILF? In-inform nyo rin sila?
Yes, much later ho. Only recently, just to say that we received this and we are going to
Oh,
be
pero
asking
sumagot
you
na ba
about this.
sumagot na ba ma'am sa inyong militar? Hindi pa.
Meron na ho, yun ho yung kunento ni Chair Ferrer na meron na ngang report but hinihintay pang matapos at
Kaya nga ma'am,
ma-finalize
kailan nyo
yun.
sinabi sa MILF? Before or after the report ng military?
After ho. Kasi last weekend lang kami
So,
nabanggit
after sa kanyo lang binigay?
at hindi pa ho nabigay, nabanggit ko lang kasi chineko sa staff ko ngayon. Nabanggit ko na meron kaming natanggap with very strong allegations na merong kampo.
Kaya nga, and
at
may findings na
recruitment.
ba ng militar na hindi totoo at wala yan?
Yun ho yung sinabi ni Chair Ferrer at hiningi nga ho ng chair of the committee and we are submitting it. Nandiyan na ho. Ang hindi lang ho, nagka-problema lang ho, na hindi maaring mapag-usapan dito dahil hindi
Did
natin
you authenticate the pictures
kung anong
first? No,
kaguluhan
ma'am,
dito.
my point ma'am kasi is you don't inform the MILF until you're 100% sure. Yung nagbigay ng picture, may pirma siya, he's willing that the pictures be authenticated. Eh binigay nyo kagad sa MI, di syempre,
Hindi
pwede
ho,
lang gawin yung dapat nilang
meron
gawin.
na nga hong report ang by last
Did you have the
week.
pictures authenticated?
I imagine that is what was done. I'm sorry,
You
Your
can't
Honor.
imagine, ma'am.
I
Ma'am.
am sorry, Your Honor, that I am not an intelligence agent. And so when we pass on,
Ma'am,
to
common
the
sense lang naman siguro yung
to the
authentication.
we pass,
Ang picture, ma'am.
wala ho kaming capacity. to
Ma'am, pag binigyan kayo ng
authenticate,
picture-
so we give it to the AFP and the proper
Ma'am, pag binigyan kayo ng
intelligence.
picture or ng tape or ng video, hindi mo kailangan maging intel para malaman ang first step is to authenticate.
Pero kami ho, hindi ho namin kaya gawin yon.
Yes, I'm not asking if you did it. I'm asking if you had it done. And you said, I imagine.
No,
You said that. I'll read the record back to you.
no,
So you're not sure kung na-authenticate o hindi.
hindi, tinatanggap po namin ang aming
Pero
intindi.
one question
ang aming
lang.
intindi, pagka nagbalik sa amin ng kasagutan o nag-feed sa amin ng opinion o ng comment ang proper security forces is that they went through the
Sige,
proper
isang question lang,
procedures.
Mama.
Hindi ho
What side
hindi ho
are you
namin
representing sa peace panel? Kayo ni Chairman Ferrer ni General Galvez.
Your
Are you
Honor,
representing the Republic of Philippines or are you representing the MILF?
Your Honor, my
Just for the record, ma'am. Just so that I know
of
for the
course, Your
record.
Honor. Of course, Your Honor, I represent the Republic of the Philippines.
Oh, can I ask the same question kay
In every occasion, Your Honor, and this
How about
has
you,
been
Chairman Ferrer?
authenticated in several times. I think this was
Ma'am, that's not my
witnessed
question
by
anymore.
the
Please.
entire community, the Filipino community that was up front when we
Yeah.
did all of the signing, and we put out
We
all
will
of
follow the actions,
events.
ma'am. I just wanted to put that on record. Chairman Ferrer, what side are you representing?
My designation is the chair of the government panel for negotiations with the MILF, Your Honor.
So for the government, for the people of the Philippines.
Yes, sir.
Kayo po, General.
Definitely the government
Sige.
poses.
Can you show the presentation? No, let me just start with a biblical principle. Look, I am sending you as sheep among wolves, so that you should be as shrewd as snakes and harmless as doves. Pag nagsimula yung peace talks, both sides thinks that they're wolves. Diba? Then makikita natin if they're both sheep or they're wolves in sheep's skin. Pero, kailangan meron kang arm's length parate sa kadil mo. Whether it's yung mga Palestino at Israeli, whether it's the IRA and the British, no? Parati kang may suspetsya pa rin kasi hindi mo sure eh. So, the question really of this hearing, next slide please. MILF Partners for Peace and Development or a Trojan horse? No, do they really want peace o gagamitin ba yung BBL to put up the Islamic State that their founder, Hashim Salamat, wanted? At kaya siya humiwalay kay Nur Miswari noon. The purpose of this hearing, next slide, is to achieve justice and to see that to see if the MILF is a trustworthy partner for peace. So question, why was there a need for a joint communique and an AJAG? So we go back to history. Next slide. The Bush administration has expressed growing concerns over MILF links with the Jemaah Islamiyah and JI use of the Mindanao-Sulawesi corridor, as well as doubts about RP government ability to end Muslim terrorism on Mindanao. The United States government had considered placing MILF on the U.S. list of terrorist organizations. However, the Arroyo administration had opposed such a move as potentially jeopardizing the peace negotiations. So, Ma'am Ferrer, yung sinasabi niyo parati sa TV na wala sa listahan, hindi kumpleto yon. Wala sa listahan dahil nag-object tayo. And what happened? Pumayag ang US, sabi nila, because if it's the best way na mahiwalay sila sa terrorism. Next page. But all of these studies have showed that between 2002 and 2008, the links, the funding, and the, may it be the Al-Qaeda, Abu Sayyaf, Jemaah Islamiyah, the links are there and continue. Next slide, please. Kaya po ginawa yung joint communique. Dahil sabi ng Bush administration sa atin at sabi ng Arroyo officials, and they were smart at that time, sila Jesus Dureza, no? Sabi niya, testingin natin ang MILF. So kung talagang peace sila, papayag sila dito. I highlighted the part. Isolation and interdiction of all criminal syndicates and kidnap for ransom groups. 2, pursue and apprehend criminal elements. 3, the MILF shall block the entry of criminals into the MILF areas communities. But what happened in 2007? What happened 2011? What happened now? Marwan Usman nasa kanila, tumatakbo sa lugar nila yung ASG pag may kinidnap. Did they isolate and interdict? Did they block the entry of criminals? You see the wording, areas and communities. Hindi talaga ginamit ng Arroyo government ang base because magaling sila sa security. And they listen to the military commanders. My information is this peace panel refuses to listen to the intel and the military advice on it. That's why, pasensya ka na General Galvez, I cannot phantom why you would say na kailangan ng coordination and you're in uniform eh. Alam mo na pag nag-coordinate at terrorista doon, makakaalis. Let me finish, then the chair will be free if you want to react. Next page. The IRR of the joint communique between MILF and the government, except for operations against high-priority targets, a list shall be provided by the GPH panel to the MILF panel. Ang linaw-linaw nito. And again, ulitin ko, lumabas na si OPAP former Secretary Dureza, who's Chairman Dureza ng Peace Panel, na nagsabi nung original na pinirmahan nila to. Yun ang intent. Bakit? Kasi nga, kung coordinate ka ng coordinate, di wag mo na papunta yung police doon. Unang-una, wala silang mahuli. Pangalawa, ilalagay mo pa buhay nila sa alangan. And most importantly, they're putting this to test them. The problem is, Chairman Ferrer, if it is true, and she can comment later, called him to tell him, hindi na ngayon. If that is true, then you have weakened your bargaining position. You have weakened the joint communique. Dapat ito, pinaglalaban nyo yung side ng gobyerno. Magkatabi kayo parati ni Chairman Iqbal. Diyan, dapat sinasabi nyo sa kanila, Chairman, hindi pwede ito. Pagka high value, paano po kung terorista nandyan? May peace nga tayo, binobomba naman Luzon, binobomba Visayas, binobomba naman ibang part ng Mindanao. Anong klaseng peace yon? Kaya kami for peace, pero tunay na peace. Si Marwan po, turo pa rin ng turo yan eh. Yung mga huling bombahan during the Aquino administration, ha? Kung hindi daw si Marwan yan, yung mga tinuruan niya. So lastly, Madam Chair, these are the questions to the MILF. Why do we negotiate with the MILF when they can't adhere with the agreement? Napakalinaw na agreement. Alam ni Chairman Iqbal to, dahil ang nakapirma pa dito si Chairman Murad nung siya pa lang ay chairman ng peace process, na hindi kailangan ng coordination. But now, during the Aquino administration, because of the interpretation of Chairman Ferrer, of General Galvez, and of Secretary Deles, sinasabi nyo pa, ulit-ulit kayo sa TV, sa radyo, na kailangan ng coordination. You're putting our national security at risk with that interpretation. Next question. How about future high target values? High value targets, no? Ako, people are saying I'm risking my life by talking like this. Pero wala ako sa field eh. Sila General Napeña, sila General Pangilinan. Yan ang masarap, sila General Guerrero. Araw-araw nandun ang tao nila. So ano sabihin natin sa kanila ngayon? Sir, wag niyo na pakialaman yung high value target. Wag na natin pakialaman yung mga priority. Bakit? Eh, pag walang coordination, kayo pa mako-court martial eh. So, we cannot leave this unresolved. I'm not happy with the interpretation of the people from government here. If we cannot tell the MILF, pag high value target, pag priority, pag terrorista yan, walang problema. Halimbawa, sabihin mong carnapper yung nandun. Eh, ano ba naman yung mag-coordinate ka? Sisirain ba natin yung peace process dahil may carnapper doon? Eh, pero merong gumagawa ng bomba doon na nagtuturo pa sa iba't nagdadala ng pera dito para bombay ng kapwa Pilipino. Sabihin mo sa polis at militar, huwag kayong gumalaw. Mag-coordinate muna kayo. Eh, para nyo silang binigyan ng tangke, baril at helicopter, pinusasan nyo naman sila. Tanggalin na natin budget nila. Kasi pinupusasan din po ninyo eh. And lastly, why were the return firearms cannibalized? I'm very sad na nagsalita kaagad yung peace panel. This is a step forward. We can see that they are trustworthy. Tignan nyo po yung mga tweets under OPAP. Para bang pinatayan tayo ng 44, nandun si Marwan sa kanila, sinoli lang yung ilang gamit na cannibalized, eh, santo na naman sila. Nasaan yung mga gamit nung SAF? How do you expect them to surrender 15 to 20,000 ng baril nila when yung 33 o 44 baril natin, hindi nila masoli? And lastly, when will the personal effects of the SAF be returned? For me, napaka-simple lang yun. Nagsuntukan kami ni Senator Ejercito, nakuha niya bag ko, nakuha ko cellphone, sabi ko, peace na tayo. O kung peace, yakapan tayo, soli gamit. This is just simple decency. Let me finish by quoting Chairman Iqbal. Sabi ni Chairman Iqbal, we are civilized people living in a civilized society. Okay, prove to us that the MILF are civilized. Talk to them, command them to return the personal effects of the people. If not, don't tell me that hindi civilized o hindi nyo kaya tao nyo. You want to lead the whole BBL. But yung isang maliit na community nyo, hindi nyo ma-lead. So, Madam Chair, thank you for that and for the extra time. And I have a lot of questions. Unfortunately, no, we lack our time. No? Madam Chair, kung wala na tayong hearing o hindi magkakaroon pagkakataon, I'd just like to ask for the possibility that Rafi Alunan, Professor Francisco Lara, and Secretary Dureza, if they want, would be able to submit to this committee their inputs, because in the social media and the newspapers they gave, and Professor Lara has a book, no, about Muslim Mindanao, that would be very enlightening to the whole committee. If we had another hearing or time, it would be good if they're here, but if not, it would be good if we can just get their written input, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Yeah, Senator Cayetano, I think also that will be most helpful in the succeeding hearings by the Truth Commission and also on the Bangsamoro Basic Law. Yes, Secretary Delas.
Just some very short responses, Your Honors. First, I'd just like to say that in the packet that was submitted by the CCCH to the committee, that there includes a listing of the successful operations between the GPH and the MILF with regard the arrest and interdiction of criminals and lawless elements in the area of the MILF. The list has been.
Ma'am, does that include Marwan and Usman? So what kung magbibigay sila ng ilang kriminal na pakitang tao?
No,
O yung mga
Your Honor, I am just saying that there is a list. And
Yes,
if you
you're
have
saying that
submitted
itong malilit na kriminal ay tinulungan tayo surrender,
Hindi ho,
pero yung pinakamalalaking kriminal, okay lang nandun sa lugar
pa
nila.
Meron pa hong iba na malalaking kriminal na nandyan. Pangalawa ho, if I can just please complete my statement.
Go ahead,
Your Honor.
Secretary.
With regard the history of the MILF in relation to possible terrorist connections. I would like to suggest to the committee to invite NICA, because they are the proper body there, and I understand that they have in fact tracked down and documented the history of what has happened with the MILF through the different times of the cycles of the peace process with the MILF, including the ousting of high-value targets of the MILF in 2005. I suggest, Your Honor, that NICA is the competent agency to be able to provide this information.